The plan today is to head out with my friends Chan and Sarah. We're gonna go hit the intertidal zone. We're gonna try to find eels. We're gonna try to find rock crab and mussels. And then Chan is gonna prepare a traditional Mien pepper sauce. Hello and welcome back to Catch and Cook California. I'm Kevin. This is video number 1 in my new series, Catch, Cook, and Culture. For those of you who don't know, I'm a local foraging guide here in the Bay Area, but I'm also a doctor of anthropology, the study of culture. I first fell in love with culture through food, and so in this series we're going to explore all facets of culture, including showcasing local foraged foods with diverse culinary traditions. Let's go. Now pretty much right off the bat I spied a rock crab, definitely legal size but way back in a crack. I don't usually go for these when they're way back in cracks like this because they can have their back to the back of the crack, which means that they could then grab a hold of you when you reach in. But he kind of had his body sort of sideways oriented towards me, so I was able to scoop him out safely and get a hold of those back 2 legs so that he wouldn't be able to get me. You can see that pointed apron, clearly a male, and these have to be 4 inches, which he was. He's probably thrown the hook. He's a little fish.
Oh, nice.
Little grassy. I think he's a little small. I'm gonna toss him back.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Now I'll often rebait and actually keep fishing the same hole where I've caught a fish previously. So I just caught that little grass rockfish. Now I'm gonna see if I can catch an eel out of there. A lot of times those fish will school up, and if you find a crack like that, it might go deep back into there and be a huge house totally full of fish. Here's Sarah rebaiting. She's about to go back into this crack here because we just got a bite in there as well. Turns out in this case it was a crab, and so remember, you are allowed to keep fish that you catch on a poke pole, you're allowed to keep eels that you catch on a poke pole, but crabs we're not allowed to keep if they are on hook and line. So what we'll do is we'll just hang it over the water. You don't want to dip it down in the water, you don't want to shake it, just hang it over the water and let the crab relax, and it will eventually let go. And then you can rebait, get back in there, and keep poke poling. Nice, bring it on over. Nice, Sarah. Yes. No skunk. All right.
I was questioning if it was really one because it didn't have like a strong grab.
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense now that it's good size.
Good start. We're gonna let this one go.
Yeah, great.
All right. Get you some more bait. Nice.
Thank you.
Got one. Oh, I lost him. Oh, I lost him. That's okay, that's okay. He was a big one. Got one.
Yeah, your call. I mean, if you want to eat it, if you want to let it go, that's fine with me too.
That's a tough call. Yeah, it looks like this one's hooked in the gills, so I'm gonna keep it. Here you see Chan being a good steward of the intertidal zone. He's cutting out some fishing line that he's found. This is actually the 2nd or 3rd time I've looked over to see him picking up trash while he's out here. He's also grabbing some mussels so we can add those to our delicious meal. Nice.
Yeah.
Chan got an eel. Finally, we stopped and picked some turban snails. These are also known as periwinkles in Europe, or tegula here. And yeah, got some really nice eels, got some nice rock crab, ready to cook them up. All right, so like I said, today I'm gonna be joined by Chan and Sarah, and they were actually some of my early clients. Came out coastal foraging with me a couple times, and the second time, Chan brought this sauce, and it knocked my socks off, so he's agreed to make this for us today.
In Mien, we say "phân diu," which literally just means pepper, or we say "phân diu jiao," which is like salted pepper, pretty much.
Yeah, we caught some crab, we got some eels, we got some mussels. We're gonna do this with a bunch of seafood.
This is a mortar and pestle. This is a clay version. Most likely, if you're Southeast Asian, this is what you're gonna find at home, and this is what we all use. And generally, it's a wooden pestle. This is a pretty small version. Every time a family member goes to my house and they see this, they're like, oh my God, that thing is so small. You know, because at home, it's probably triple the size of this. Put the garlic in here. This is about 15 Thai chili peppers. Probably start with like 3/4 of this. So just a little sprinkle like that. And at home, usually I'm always covering it because the pepper's gonna be flying everywhere. Don't be afraid to really get in there. Because sometimes I don't even chop the peppers and garlic, I just start smashing it. And then kind of do like a grinding motion, I guess you would call it. Cilantro and green onions that's already chopped up. Sarah was just saying that sometimes we eat a tomato pepper, which is obviously a little bit more sweet. It depends on what you're eating. If I'm eating something that's seafood wise, I want it to be a little bit more citrusy. So that's why I generally don't eat the tomato pepper with seafood. So this is gonna be just more spicy and sour pretty much. It should be pretty good. Some MSG. All right, we'll start with that. And some fish sauce here. So for fish sauce, generally I like to use the Vietnamese one that is a 3 crab brand. But if I'm doing more Lao or Thai style flavors, then I'm looking for squid brand, and it has like a green cap on there. If you go to the Asian store, it's most likely going to be there. Because I want the consistency to be a little bit more thin.
Alright, now you've seen me do this before, but I'm just going to process this crab by removing the carapace real quickly, which is going to kill it. I'm going to split it down the middle, I'm going to shake out the guts and take off the gills. To learn how to fillet an eel, check out my last video where I showed all of that and made an Irish seafood chowder.
Alright, well we got one heck of a spread. We got our fried eel here with a boiled rock crab, our mussels right here, and we've got sticky rice.
Yep, pepper sauce, and that's pretty much it. And then we got some Lao beer. It is Lao New Year coming up, and yeah, Happy New Year. Alright, dude, have at it, man. Take a little bit like this, and then you can just dip it straight into the pepper too.
Wow.
Wow.
That sauce is incredible, dude. The eel?
Thank you, dude.
Oh, dude. Thank you so much. Actually, thank you so much for sharing this. Amazing.
I'm just glad that you eat spicy.
Me too. The color of that mussel. That's so good, dude. Oh my god, dude.
What we were talking about, where like, if it's not spicy, I'm not eating it, right?
Right.
And even in Mien, you know, they always say, they're like, it's better if it's spicy.
Yeah.
We have a collection of hot sauce at home, but every time this is in the fridge, nothing else comes out.
Oh,
you know?
yeah?
Like, if I go to my mom's house, 9 out of 10 times she's gonna have some type of pepper in the fridge. Pretty much, if you go to like an older Mien person's house, they're always gonna have pepper.
Starting this series, Catch, Cook, and Culture, has been something I've been wanting to do for like 2 years, and I really can't imagine a better way to start it. So thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me out.
Sarah, it's always a pleasure. Check real quick. Got to be 100% positive. Yep. It would be just like me to shoot the whole thing and not shoot it.